button. These hard drives aren't going to fill themselves. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 4, Episode 27. I am your DM and host, Marty, joined by two-thirds of the Ontario crew. How is everyone doing on this fine Saturday? It's game day.
Saturday.
I am recovering from either a CNS-driven cold or a cold-driven cold. I trained a little bit too hard earlier in the week, and I made myself sick by either making myself sick or it's literally I inflamed my lymph nodes and gave yourself cold symptoms just by training too hard.
Yep.
One or the other, not certain which, but one of my training sessions did end with me going, I need to vom. So I'm like, I'm good for today. And then felt bad for the rest of the week. I played Cry of Fear, which is a mod for Half-Life 1 that started in 1997, that got released as a full game sometime in like 2015 as its own standalone game. It is the best Silent Hill 2 kind of game. If you like Silent Hill 2 games, it is the most Silent Hill 2 kind of game you've ever seen. And then like the amount of stuff they did with the original Half-Life engine, it's actually pretty impressive. Like it's
So you can't see half the game because it's all shadows and it's like...
Well, it's a better engine than it was before.
Okay,
No, but it's like it's weird horror with like it's weird body horror. Combat's a little bit hard to do because you're not supposed to be very combative.
Yep.
It took an engine where it's easy to fight and made it harder to fight. Ammo's really scarce. There's weird puzzles and like mind-bending stuff, and then lots of really adult themes.
Okay.
Like just like suicide and depression, and everything is this existential what is going on, and like are you having a flashback through your death, or you know,
Sounds like my 20s.
No, I think Ahmed said earlier when we were chatting before game, like we played Silent Hill and it was good at the time, but I don't know if it's a thing that I need to revisit. Like,
Silent Hill 2 is one of the, like, there's games where it's like, you missed this, go back and play it. Silent Hill 2 is one of those ones where I missed it, I went back and played it, and I was like, oh my god, this was like a formative, like, defining title in sort of the development of video games. A similar title that would be like System Shock 2. If you miss System Shock 2, you need to go back and play System Shock 2, because it defines the sci-fi horror RPG game space, and things are still defined by that game.
That's true.
all right, so that's what Adam's been up to, working out too hard and playing ancient video games.
They made me do jumping. I was jumping back and forth over the thing sets of 60. I'm a big fat man to jump over something 60 times, then wait 5 minutes and then jump over another 60 times. It's like just too much.
Gus is suggesting you play BioShock 1.
BioShock's a good series. BioShock.
And once you've beaten BioShock 1, go pick up System Shock 2 and play it.
Yeah.
All right, Ahmed, what's up with you, man?
I played Returnal. That was good for the PlayStation. I also played, there's a Doctor Who first-person puzzle-solving game. It's actually really good. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on the PlayStation, probably on PC too. But it's like a Doctor Who dialects and Cyberman. It's really well done. It's really well done. The music, the themes. My kids are like, "Oh, can we watch you play it?" Like, why don't you play it? I'm like, no, it's freaking scary. So the kids are watching me play it. That's fun. You know, work, relaxing.
So your kids
doing me.
Your kids are tougher than my wife. I had to play Donkey Kong for her because Donkey Kong was too scary.
What?
Any game where you could fall off the stage is too scary because she thinks she's...
So one of the movies I have in order, because I haven't been able to, well, I think it was only released in theaters, is called Fall, and apparently if you don't like heights, which I don't, you're gonna have a hard time with this movie. So I'll let you know. I'm gonna either watch it later tonight or early tomorrow. Yeah. I'm like, confront my fears.
That sounds really interesting. I have a fear of heights too. When I play a game where there's like there's a chance of you falling, my head starts to sweat and my palms sweat. Even though I'm like, I know it's not real. I'm in no danger. But damn.
So if I get like certain stairwells, if I get too close to the
To the rail?
stairwell, like the bottom
No.
of my feet start to get tingly. That's how much.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
go to the wall.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't like small spaces. So I could do caves, but only if I can if my shoulders don't touch both sides. Anything where both of my shoulders, like if I touch on the sides, like I can crouch or crawl or whatever, but if my sides touch, I freak out. I don't like it.
Hey, Wither. Yeah. So I like it's not paralyzing because I've jumped off the high tower at the swimming pool, and I've jumped off of like a 40-foot cliff into the water, and like I can do it. I just don't like it. Like my body just does not like does not like. It's like in the same category of don't flinch when there's an insect. It's like it just.
Don't make the squeeze sound when the thing runs out from under the cabinet or whatever.
It's not a squeeze sound. It's just don't react to it. It's like no, you can't. It's written into like 200,000 years of
DNA.
I have
of
a
my
reason. I have a
ancestors,
reason.
right? So
In our old apartment, this was in Egypt. In our old apartment, I was on the 4th floor, and the balcony had a crack, like a tiny crack where the balcony met the wall.
Yep.
And it was slightly leaning a little bit forward, and I dreaded that place. And any place that has heights or balconies, like, no.
I
That's
haven't
me.
I haven't been
That's
playing too
mine.
many video games lately. I don't know what it is. I've been watching a lot of like series. So I watched the two seasons of Primal. The same creator I think is Samurai Jack. It was so good. It's so good. I finally got a DVD copy of Halo because the Paramount Plus app just sucks so hard that it's hard to watch anything on it. I wasn't a big Halo like junkie or nerd, and the series was just fine. Like it was just fine, suitable sci-fi.
Did the job.
It did the job. Rewatched the season 1 of Reacher. Oh my god, that character is so fun. He's like, I want to play the uber competent multiple 18s and stats and go and wreck things, but be righteous about it, right? Like he just reminded me of
righteous indignation.
Righteous indignation, but with the smarts and the brawn to back it up. It was just a fun watch. And there was one more. Oh, I started watching Succession, which is it's just kind of a neat show. I like the old man actor in that one. I forget what his name is. The old Scottish guy. But anyway, so yeah, I've been watching a lot of that. A little bit of NHL. I started a campaign where it's like you're the pro, so I'm trying to, as a rookie, smash like the all-time NHL rookie records for scoring. So yeah, which is kind of boring compared to what you guys play, but. Marty likes the hockey. Anyways, good to see everyone here. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last time? Last time was called Fly Swatter. Let's go back 2 games because it was a very short game, the last one. Cast No Shadow. During the Festival of Lights, Brenos spots a strange visitor to the Stone Anvil. An agent of the Imperial Administrator visits Quintessa at the Mountain Root Temple. Thogrim shows off his recent upgrades to the personal demiplane. Sunny receives word from Jamala. The Council of Elders elects a Grand Elder to lead them. Barnabus starts a nasty rumor via curse spells. The Steelrose Expeditionary League gathers its full force for an assault on the fly demon hiding in the deep sewers and storm drains beneath Overlook. Widget's secret is revealed by Fly on the Wall. And then the Fly Swatter was last game. 2 members of the Steelrose Expeditionary League commit blood theft, while Sunny tries to divine the origins of the stolen power. He doesn't really get very far.
He learned a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you shotgunned around, like you kind of sprayed around the answer, and yeah, it may take a couple more communes to get a full answer there. Brenos is given a boon for rectifying the defilement of the Dwarvish tomb. The party recovers a lost artifact. And I think we left off here. You guys rested in Overlook, and there is a standing order for Thogrim to appear before the Council of Overlook.
Yep.
And then the party, the Steelrose Expeditionary League, has been ordered to go to Denovar to meet with the Imperial Administrator, as well as others who have gathered there for a council. And we can call that the War Council, because there's been a lot of warlike activity against Overlook.
If we're not at war, it certainly feels like war.
Right. Yeah, the war on terror.
When the enemy tokens have words like general on them.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, who are you bringing, if anyone, to the council chambers, Thogrim?
Brennus.
We'll say that the party did retreat back to Thogrim's demiplane because you stuck a couple of your your incapacitated allies back in the demiplane. You did go through treasure. I posted some of the treasure.
Did Slake break anything while he was there?
Slake broke some furniture.
My boys can mend that shit.
Yeah, you found him out in the beach. We can go to Thogrim's Forge and play this through.
Because we did him dirty.
Let's gather the party. Matt, how's it going?
Yeah.
We've successfully replaced the graphics card on the streaming machine, so hopefully that will be stable. And then the new map tool server is on order, and that will come in early February. So yeah, we did get the SSD installed. I had to overnight a special card to get it to hook up to the motherboard, and then find the right PCIe slot to fucking put it in.
Assign it thing.
It was the more updated version, not the older version, and I fought with this thing for hours. I didn't get to the point where I actually installed Windows on the SSD card, but that's for another day. I've got
it now finds it and can pick it as a bootable device.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, that I don't. That I
you can't pick it as a bootable device.
No, because in the boot, it's so stupid. Yep. There's some advanced setting where it's like Windows manages the boot, so I have to turn that off, go to Legacy section, so I can choose specific drives, and I haven't checked to see if that's the next step. But at that point in the struggle, I was like, I could see the drive, I could put something on it, it's formatted. I'm like, I'm done for the day.
We call these small victories.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit at a time. Yeah, the streaming machine. We've been gaming for so long that the streaming machine's 5 years old, and things are starting to fail on it. And the map tool server is over 10 years old. I checked the tag.
Vendors who sell the hardware for it, that's outside of their scope.
Yep.
Like, it fails, they go, yep.
So the second computer on order will be the primary streaming service or streaming machine if I can get the input card working properly. Anyways, there's a bunch of tech nerd stuff that needs to happen. But yeah, I've been busy with that too. All right, so let's bring the party from the Overlook map to the Thogrim's Forge Phase 2 map. There might be dupes of you guys. Some of the party's already here. Let's just grab the people that... oh, they're already here. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, when the party returns from Sans, Slake, and Aemon to Thogrim's Forge, you do see that there are some broken doors and some smashed furniture.
Hello.
Aemon is standing dutifully by the teleportation trap, waiting for his master, who immediately berates him for being useless.
Yep.
What happened here?
Sorry, Master. You can see Thogrim 6-1 is doing most of the cleanup. He just points down the hallway.
What part of stay by my side don't you understand? Yes, it's fallen off. It's a good thing it did.
Thogrim just makes sure nothing important is cracked, like a wall.
Yeah, Aemon just grits his teeth, knowing that any answer just will...
I could have been killed!
Right.
Where is Slake.
Thogrim 6'1" points down the hallway. He didn't close doors behind him. You could just see Slake standing there, back turned to the place, standing at the edge of the water.
Hello.
Slake.
Slake stops trembling. He doesn't turn around.
Welcome to my domain.
Is any of this fucking real?
All of this is real. All of this exists here.
Yeah, did you cart the sand here?
Actually, I brought the material and then I made it.
Shakes his head. This place is an abomination.
Well, I understand your feelings, but it's a very expensive abomination. That is mine. And it's a safe haven for many of us.
I didn't break anything important.
I understand. But,
Slake, the mushroom garden is most definitely real. The mushrooms, the soil.
when you're ready, I can return you.
Mushrooms are weird.
Mushrooms are very nutritious, and yes, they can sometimes grow in poo, and some people find it very weird to eat poo and carry disease. But
Right.
if you wipe the poo off, it's fine.
Don't think this is gonna be a habit.
All right. So perhaps. So what happened was you were picked up by a demon who tried to teleport away with you, and was going to do something horrible to you. So says Widget. So we saved you, as opposed to letting horrible things happen to your sleeping body.
It was either this or being destroyed. You can understand, yeah? We didn't want that.
I feel so dirty. Using magic to save me because magic happens. One day I'll figure out where magic comes from, and we're gonna smash that.
Wait till I'm dead, then.
Or slake your vengeance and use just a little bit of magic to return you to your dwarfy self.
The day of the crying wizard.
Right. And that's why I use cannons. Now,
it's a good thing I'm not a wizard.
Slake, I know you don't like this place much, but that forge over there is quite unique. It's got everything you'll ever need. You ever want to forge anything, it is available for you.
Nah, I'll do
And
it.
everything in there is real. As real as the planet that you're from, the planet that I'm from. This is just a smaller thing that exists in reality.
Nah, it all needs to be smashed. Let me know when you're done with this place.
You fucker. All right, when you're ready, I'll take you back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this whole place can be dispelled, yes?
Oh, it's quite a bit.
Slake looks to Sunny. Oh, really? You see him
Whoa,
reaching
whoa,
for
whoa,
one
whoa,
of his
whoa, whoa,
javelins.
And that would be, you want to go home, yes? We should, assume the position.
Go prone. Shut down or whatever you want to do. Sonny
Are you
would
going
send us
back now or what? I can wait.
I'm going straight now. Thogrim's going. So I'm leaving.
Oh well,
right
yeah.
now.
This is, you guys arrive. You're gonna rest, go through your magic, and then go in the morning. So Slake's willing to at least wait until the morning.
Man, I wanted to go covered in guts.
Thogrim needs
No,
to
I
go
have to
today.
be there now. I have to go there today.
Oh, okay. That's right.
That thing. Do you want to see the council?
If you'd like, I'm going to see the council now. I wanted to bring you,
Well-
Barnabus.
It isn't the old council, the ones that tried to screw me, according to Barnabus.
That's why I want you there. I think it's important that you stand by, that you are present and next to me. And I also want Brennus there as well. 3 strongest dwarves in the land.
Sonny is going to use 1,000 Faces. I think he's got 1,000 Faces. I've never used it before.
Level 13, I believe.
I
They
got
should have
1,000
it.
Faces. Sonny is going to turn into Sonny Dwarf. Because fucking why not? Hey,
And
I
no
can
beard.
bond
And
with other
still there's
people.
no beard.
Do you have a token for a beardless
This
dwarf?
was my brain just went
Beardless
here.
dwarf. All right, we can
Yeah.
do this. We
Just
got
squish the
technology.
image. Just
Just make it square. It's like
It's not old enough.
yeah, it's like the primary. This here. Let me.
needs to be stopped. For the bad guys, Slake needs to be stopped.
That one looks kind of.
Where are you sending this?
I just dropped it in the VC chat.
Okay. Let me have a look. Yeah.
Does that kind of look like? Yeah, it looks like it could be Sunny.
Yeah, that could be
With his
Sunny.
dwarf paint on.
Yeah. Let me turn that into a token. We have the technology. Look, it's a big
So
image.
I'm thinking Slake, if you'd like to come along, Brannish and
Yeah, what's this for?
Barnabus or Contessa. They want to name me basically the protector.
They're going to polish his cannon.
Make me the protector of Overwatch.
Of Overlook?
Yeah, whatever.
If you're the protector of it, maybe you should know its name.
I couldn't give a shit, really. I know the place and I care for the people. But I got things to do. 6-1? Where's my list?
Yeah, 6-1 comes running with a list and...
Maybe you should get it written on your palm so you can cheat during the test.
We'll have 6-1 come with us as well.
There's Sunny Dwarf.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a great one.
Yeah, I'll come. You're gonna defend Overlook or whatever? Sure. What Slake doesn't realize is that you're effectively becoming the Archmage of Overlook.
Oh, Defender.
Yep.
Defender with magics.
Right. I'm gonna bring 6-1 with.
Someone's got to keep Brennos from inquisiting everyone.
You never know when those shapeshifters are about.
So Brennus.
Hey, Brennos. You want to go throw hammers at the new council?
I ask Barnabas if he wants to
That
come.
makes certain they bleed red.
Does Brennus know that about the story between what's his name? Was it
Lord
Dvorak or
Dvorak?
something like that? Dvorak, yeah.
Who's now
Does-
the
Does he know that he hates Barnabas? I can't remember.
the word is spread
It was
amongst the
bad blood.
party that Barnabas burned that bridge.
Okay, so let's bring Contessa.
Yeah, Quintessa will go. Barnabas has no interest. I got no interest in the dwarves.
Oh, all right, no problem then.
DC 60 fucking sense motive of like.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, some of the tokens for the polymorph creatures got all mixed up.
Question: if you have the shrink spell on you,
Shrink item.
does that work if you have a? Because I have Howie has a bag of holding on him. Does that work? Or not? He has a saddle of holding.
Yeah, but his saddle holding won't be
You can't pull stuff out.
pull stuff out.
Yeah, but when he grows, it's
It's fine.
okay. All right,
He's a mythic near artifact. It's okay.
we'll work it out. We're good. So I think this group is Sonny, you're coming?
Yes.
All right. Is
Feel like
Brenna?
one of the people.
I think Brennus, Slake, Contessa has title, Sunny is Sunny, and 6-1 is he's gonna carry my paperwork.
Oh, you're bringing him with him?
Yeah, he's gonna carry my paperwork.
Okay, you notice.
You know what? Stay back. Stay back, 6-1.
All right. He looked excited to go, and
Oh, he did? Oh, bring him. Fine. Come along. Meet the council.
Are you sure, Master?
Yes. They might mistake you for me. Of course.
There's this smile, but there's sadness in the eyes that you can't.
I'm gonna destroy him one day.
Sonny is having a thought of, could he try to somehow merge like a limited wish spell or a wish spell with a fucking the druid spell that gives animals intelligence? Awaken? Can I like awaken the simulacrum? Is there a way for me to do this? Like, can I awaken?
You're basically saying, can I give the simulacra, which cannot gain levels, to gain levels?
Can I give him a soul? Can I just shove a soul in there?
That's also interesting. Give me a spellcraft, Sonny, and a wisdom check.
You can't tell me what's unwise or not. Do what I want. All right, spellcraft. This part is 40 on the spellcraft.
Mm-hmm.
And then wisdom check. I'm pretty wise.
Wise to the world.
30 on the wisdom check.
Okay, you think that this might be more of the purview of a wish spell as opposed to a limited wish spell? Because you effectively are trying to turn him into a clone as opposed to a simulacra, which is an 8th level spell. So maybe a well-worded wish with some expensive components could do this. The whole thing about taking a soul, effectively you'd be taking a soul from somewhere. It's got to come from somewhere. Does that mean a baby is born without a soul? Because you've nabbed it?
Like, you made a stillbirth or whatever? Like, you...
Or just a baby is born without a soul, and, now there's
Damien.
also bad things happening. So, Sonny would be, as a religious person and someone who believes in afterlives, concerned where the soul would come from in order to facilitate this. The other means of this...
down Thogrim's original soul.
Well, or you take a fragment of Thogrim's soul. Souls are not supposed to be divisible, but magic can solve everything. And you could potentially diminish Thogrim Prime.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
By giving him 2 souls, or like splitting his soul, or taking a fragment of it, which is almost what's going on here. But in your opinion, by you asking these questions, I'm assuming it's not enough. Like, there's not enough vitality.
Well, it's also not supposed to give doe eyes when you back talk it. It's not supposed to be like, oh. It's supposed to be, yes, sir. Of course, I'd like to be whipped. That's my favorite.
There's nothing. It has to be completely obedient. It doesn't mean it doesn't have Thogrim's feelings and somewhat personality.
See, and Foxfire's talking about awakened construct. Yeah, there's a bunch of thoughts.
Yeah, there's a bunch of similar spells that are about that higher level. So awaken animal, no, but there might be some way of doing this. And then this wish would lead you down a research of, I researched the 9th level version of Simulacra where I've effectively cloned myself.
Yes. Or the version of clone where it doesn't wait for it is not just a vessel for my soul to pop
Or the
into.
mythic version of Simulacra. We're going to have to look that up at some point.
Oh, no.
Yeah, if you could poke at that spell and see if it exists. If not, it might exist in the few books that I've got, those extra books.
I just have one request. Don't screw me over.
You notice Thogrim Sunny sort of inspecting Thogrim 6-1. So it sounds like you're bringing him, and you have the magical oomph to plane shift and teleport again today.
Yes.
Is this the same
Well,
character from the fight?
Sonny got to reprep his spells, so.
Is this the same character from the
Oh,
fight?
you have rejuvenation, so you spend an hour and you
Yeah,
reset
yeah.
your spells. Okay, yeah, and you can bring 6 people in a teleport, or 5 others.
I could bring myself and 6 others.
Okay, all right. So there's no problem in you guys returning. I'm just gonna roll a D100. If I roll a 1, you plane shift somewhere that's dangerous or interesting. And I'm gonna copy you guys back to the city of Overlook.
Who's TPKing us?
Who did
Initially,
that?
a pair of Grey Worm Red Dragons. If we're ready to go, we kick their ass.
Yeah, with the right people, we can destroy those things. Thogrim casts legendary. What's it called?
Proportions?
Legendary proportions. Is that what it's called? Okay, it's been too long. Legendary proportions. I cast it on.
Make it big.
Yeah, when he's like a tiny little thing.
Okay, you're making your cannon really big.
Yeah.
I believe it's only round per level.
Oh, he's only gonna do his show for a few seconds, nothing more.
Okay, so you're gonna cast it before you use it.
Yeah.
It also costs up 200 gold pieces per casting.
Quintessa says,
Damn it.
"Might I congratulate you ahead of time, Thogrim? This is a great honor."
Yeah, thank you, Contessa. It is. I take it. I've been making light of it, but I have been working towards this my life.
Yeah, especially if your former master is an asshole who's talking to our enemies.
Yeah, well.
Sonny,
we'll see
didn't you
about
say he was at Jamal's court along with the asshole that Brenos was looking for?
Hmm. Yes.
that? Was he?
Well, we should be careful about calling them that. The asshole that Brenos was looking for is a counselor now.
I can still get his blood. Can't you, Barnabus?
You know, that's actually...
You can get the blood one way or another, eh?
You certainly won't be there with your first sort of display.
You're gonna cause trouble, are you?
No, well, I mean, sometimes hammers just, slip. No, I mean, I'm not the most popular dwarf these days.
Right. As you guys are standing outside of Care Overlook, the seat of government, some inquisitors leave the building. You can see that the chief inquisitor,
Are we in a map?
Electo, yeah, I'm on the Overlook map. Electo is amongst them. He spots you and walks over towards you.
Okay.
Hail, acting Inquisitor Brenos of the Mornden Salmon.
Well,
The Silver Countess. Oh, I did not see you there.
I'll step aside so
Yep.
we can... This guy's kind of a wiener. He's icky.
Thogrim and lookalikes.
Yes. Greetings, Inquisitor.
He apparently knows what you look like before you were reincarnated. He glances to Sonny, but he doesn't say anything. just doesn't acknowledge
He is
it.
patting on his pouches like he's lost something.
Yeah,
Can you
exactly.
force us?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I found it. Sorry.
Care Overlook.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doo. There we go.
Thank you.
I have a question for the members of the Steelrose Expeditionary League, which I do understand now includes the Silver Countess. Have you seen our Grand Elder anywhere? I have questions for Lord Dvorak.
Oh,
Is he
Not-
missing?
it's not here.
No. Apparently he's on official business, but there have been a number of stories about his actions before the council has been raised that he must answer to.
Interesting.
If you do come across him, please let me know. He looks over to Brennis. Oh, do not worry, Brennis. We've had our conversations with Elder Bram Ironfell. He is not a doppelganger, and there are no further need for questioning him.
Thogrim looks at Brennos. He's like nodding at him like Thogrim goes, cuts his thumb and puts it like, I'm not a clone. I'm not a doppelganger.
Of course you're not. You're our new archmage. You're what?
It's just like
I look forward to working with you in the future.
it will be a bright future, don't you worry.
Sunny is going to cast an arcane sight.
Okay. He looks angrily at you.
Sorry, it's hard to see without my eyes on. Gonna look at him.
I don't have the Inquisitor spell progression memorized.
It's like Bard.
He can cast 5th level. You get it automatically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5th level divine spells.
Sorry, young man. What was your name again?
I'm Chief Inquisitor Electo.
Oh,
The Chief Inquisitor of the Order of Inquisitors of the Five-Faced God. I am the Chief Inquisitor. I run the Inquisition here at all of Elsia Vale.
Many apologies for wasting your time. Do you happen to have a favorite animal?
Sonny, let's just move along. Inquisitor, I believe the council's waiting for me.
He doesn't like your question.
Thogrim is still covered in bug
I'm not
guts.
interested in your superstitious nonsense. There's no such thing as a spirit animal.
Old ideas, I suppose.
Yes, one should be careful about old ideas. He glances over his shoulder towards Brennos when he said that as well.
Brando says, if you take it at the letter of what he said, you should be cautious with old ideas. Oh yeah, there's some bad old ideas.
All right.
Courthouse over here.
He doesn't seem to like your nonsense, and he hops into a carriage that is well armed.
When he's out of earshot,
Yeah.
he seems like a weasel to me.
Quite right.
Quintessa purses a smile. Wait, he said archmage.
That is correct, like.
That's like a bigger
Let's put it this way.
class of asshole wizard.
I have to pick up my wife.
Yeah, okay.
Enjoy.
Yep.
Would you rather not know who that asshole is, or know him as one of your friends?
I know where you lay your head, and I know your secret hidey hole can be dispelled.
True, but I also know you're a good friend.
All right.
Oh,
Let's see what the council has to say. They're not winning any prizes in my books.
no, let's see. Let's just get it over with. Lots of things still to do. He's still covered in bug guts.
Yeah, I think everyone who took
Everyone is still, I think, still going in.
is still sort of battle hardened.
Yeah. So as we're going, like a few minutes before he gets into the area, he's gonna mythic point a. Where are you? My sweet little spell of spells. Legendary proportions into Howie.
You're making Howie huge?
Massive.
Okay. He's still small in your hands, though, right?
Yeah, he's still he's like this big, and then Howard reports makes him that big. So it's a show for the show.
Okay.
You dig?
You wait for a while in the memory of our moon, which is one of the chambers that you guys fought in Care Overlook. You notice Brennos a little bit like contemplative as he's in that room.
What is it, Barnabus?
Just thinking of the gods. Give me a sense motive.
I don't think this dude has a good sense of motive. Let's check her here. 23.
7.
Come on now.
Brandos is
Tell me what it is before I go in now with you.
whatever it is. He doesn't want to burden you with it right before you go in. It's something that can wait.
What? Do you prefer not coming in with me?
All right, I'll wait here. I'm not too sure I want to see Bram.
All right.
Oh, that lady in light. Nah, I don't know. I'll wait outside.
All right. I understand. I understand you have your reasons.
Okay. A dwarf that all of you know walks into the chamber to see all of you. Draakhorn. Oh, it's good to see all of you. We haven't spoken much since my rescue in that white dragon lair.
Indeed. Good to see you.
Yeah, he shakes Slake's hand and Thogrim's hand and Brennos' hand. He doesn't seem to know Quintessa, Thogrim, 6'1", and Sunny Dwarf very well. Oh,
Actually, 6'1", I think, was there. This is in the castle. In the castle, the floating castle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6'1" was there.
Okay, well, he knows that you're the real Thogrim, so he's eyeing the others. You're the Silver Princess, the Countess. Yes, sorry.
Countess, yes.
So many new names to remember in my new position, Speaker of the Clans.
Congratulations.
Oh, well, it is a job that needs to be done. No one needs to keep this place running smoothly.
And safe. There's plenty of work to do.
Safe. We will all be much safer with you as Overlook's Archmage. There's a grinding from Slake. Is that?
Give the double. Yeah, freaking hell.
I must apologize. I don't know much about the old ways of basking you with this title, so it may be rather swift.
Not a problem.
A lot of ancient procedures that I have not mastered quite yet. But I'll introduce you to the council members, at least those that are here. They may want to ask you a few questions. There will be a swearing of loyalty to the council and to the people of Overlook. And then I believe they have the beginning of your regalia to bestow upon you. You don't wear a magical vest, do you?
Magical vest. Magical vest. Vest. Let's see. I mean my robe?
No, vest is a chest slot.
No, I don't. I do not like one of the free things.
A piece of the regalia that was owned by the conjurer, who was the last defender of Overlook. He died some time ago, but it is called the Vest of the Archmage.
Right. Right on. Oh,
Right on what?
it's an interesting name, to say the least. I'm looking forward to understanding its properties before putting it on.
This is one of your spell tricks, isn't it? He's pointing at 6-1.
6-1. Yes. He was present at the time we were freeing you.
Ah.
He fought alongside us.
He can wait in this chamber.
Mm.
And who is this?
Oh, the old man?
Sonny.
This is Sonny. Druid.
The Druid of Volcanica. I see.
Yes.
He's looking at... Was he reincarnated as a dwarf?
No, apparently this druid just can do that.
Ah.
He felt he wanted to fit in, so he took the shape of a dwarf.
And I will introduce you to the council as this is a bit of official business.
Sonny, might as well change to your proper form.
Oh, we're on dwarven business. I'll stay as a dwarf.
Oh shit! All right then. Let's not cause any confusion.
I'll stay in here. Says Brennos. Oh, fine. Inquisitor Brennos. Brennos shifts a little bit as he's... I don't know if he really likes that title. Thogrim just goes and stands beside Brennos.
I'd like to bring 6-1 with me. Give them a reminder of what I used to look like. He's my last remaining image.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh yeah, our sheets are really long.
It's a decent argument in that this is the way you used to look.
And of course, I don't have the goddamn spell or a skill. I mean, and let's just roll a 20. Hope for the best. 9.
2, 11. I believe some of the council are familiar with these tricks, but it would be easier if there's just one. We don't want to cast any confusion upon who you are,
right.
Your position.
I'm also bringing my cannon in with me.
Pardon me?
He should be well introduced as well.
Your cannon. He's looking around.
Thank you.
I am breaking certain protocols by allowing you to bring any weapons in. There is no need for a siege weapon inside the council
How
chambers.
he's sentient.
I see.
Goes nowhere without me, and I go nowhere without him.
Yeah, +2 wouldn't have really done anything.
No, I appreciate it though, buddy.
But I'll keep it. There, we'll give Ahmed a fortune point. He definitely can use it.
Thank you.
So DM and points. You've now got 1 fortune point. You're also the only person sitting on a hero point.
It's because I didn't use it.
Yep. Defrin doesn't. This will be another diplomacy check. Defrin doesn't want you bringing a siege weapon into the council chambers.
I'm gonna. Oh, I don't use +8.
You're trying to convince him, right? You're not trying to intimidate him or lie to him or anything like that. Okay.
Damn it! A +2 won't help either, huh?
Yeah, you might have to earn some trust with them first to like start whipping around your massive, intelligent, insane cannon.
Fair enough. Is there? How big is this room that we're in?
Oh, it's like one of those massive chambers where the troops were fighting. It's
then please don't freak out. He pulls out Howie. Howie grows his magnificent size.
How big is Howie in this?
It's huge.
Master, are we going to fire? Are there any enemies afoot?
No, Howie. We are in a safe location. No one here is an enemy. Please drop the head that's in the barrel. He's got the head of the bug thing in the barrel. So he just goes,
Ah. Yes. Forgive me, Thogrim. There's no need for this marvelous machine of destruction to be near the council. Yeah, you've startled some guards. They're all coming over to swarm around the cannon.
come back, Howie.
All right.
Waste of space. Waste of a spell.
If you do not mind, perhaps Brennos can hold your magical cannon while you go and speak to the council.
I apologize, but that's not acceptable. Howie goes, I go nowhere without Howie. He won't come out. My word.
Okay, give me one more diplomacy check. You were honest with them. You now have a bunch of guards like swarming the doorway. Kind of this is going well.
Absolutely. For you too, Modron. Brennos?
Perhaps this
What's
one
it?
time, and then you become Archmage, and then they won't be able to separate you from your cannon.
Brennos presses it into his hand.
Right.
Cast cannonball. Yeah.
You know I don't fucking like this thing. Ahmed, could you roll a d20 for Brennos to see if he falls to artifact possession?
Oh. 3. Was it a 1?
Brennos' will save is plus 20 plus dwarven resistances. Yeah, he's fine. So he's not like buddies with the cannon right now, but he holds onto it. Right, oh, wait here.
Nice. Slake, if you wouldn't mind bringing the head.
Yeah.
The insect was huge, wasn't it?
The insect was large, so the head's pretty big. It's like, just picks it up, puts it under an arm. Charming, says Quintessa.
All a day's work.
Council Overlook. Elders. We have, as per your summons. I forget Thogrim's last name. Thogrim Redsteel Banadin of Overlook. Accompanied by other members of the Steelrose Expeditionary League, including Quintessa Morgaine, Countess of Predoline, Ruby Warden of Ouijas, Slake Anvilson Anvilbrow of Delve, and Sunny, the self-proclaimed Druid of Volcanica. You do see high up on their perches are the 4 out of the 5 council members. The one seat in the middle is missing. The great elder, Lord Dvorak, is not there. His seat is empty. You notice that there's a stern nod from Elder Mountainhome, who is the one council member that was on the previous council that was away during the attack. She looks kind of grumpy. There is a very polite and diplomatic smile from Nuraki Hilda Embersunder, who is resplendent in her golden gown and her very, very expensive-looking hairdo. You can hear the nose breathing, like, you know when you get a little whistle in your nose? You could hear the nose breathing from Wongal Wyvernfoot, who has a book in his hands, and he's like he's like ready to spout something from the book. He's, for some reason, he's wearing armor, and he's got his helmet faceplate open. And there's this really devious smile, this fake smile coming from Bram Ironfell, clenched jaw, and he might be angrily clutching onto something that you can't see out of view because of his the height of the position of the perches. Looking down.
What's he looking at?
You, like your group.
Okay. Like, is he looking at anyone specific?
It's hard to tell. They're a little bit far away. I think we have a map for this. Give me a second.
The place where the bloodbath was, where we had our fight. It's like, yeah, there's my cannon shot like right through that wall.
It might be on a different.
It was Stone Anvil Cathedral? No,
I think it's a Monastery Center Chain. No, Sewers, Oakhart, Cathedral. No, it's on a different campaign. This is fine. Monastery
grounds. Oh, yeah, I don't see it. It's in a different campaign.
The order of business is. This is Defrin that continues. The order of business. Council members and gathered members of the Steelrose Expeditionary League is to name Thogrim Redsteel Bannerden to the title of Defender of Overlook and Archmage of the same. I must say, we are very impressed with the heroics of your band, this Steelrose Expeditionary League, and we heard that you helped, this is Nuraki Hilda, uncover a dangerous plot at Baldrin's Watch. Well, I'm not sure if that's the sort of help that we want, says Sir Mwangol. I understand that, correct me if I'm wrong, Bram, but there are quite a few casualties, and the destruction of our bombard at Baldrin's Watch. It is too bad that this wizard wasn't able to stop the culprits before such damages were done. Indeed.
Who's speaking?
This Mwangol.
Isn't this the guy that we liked and had us over and...
Yep.
Oh, what a dick.
Different. They're probably... he whispers to you, weigh your response. Choose your words carefully. Indeed, there were quite a few casualties amongst the civilians as well as the military on that day, says Bram.
Council members, congratulations on your posts. Our city will be prosperous under your keen eye and my protection. There were many casualties that day, it's unfortunate, and we stayed there for days repairing them all. The bombard that I manufactured will be replaced in no time. That part of the city is safe again. It was under the watchful eyes of the others that this mess could not have been avoided. That was a trap set to kill many. Tried to contain it, unfortunately. It was too late. You speak of one issue that we uncovered. Slake, if you wouldn't mind, and he just points his arms. Hopefully Slake just throws the head.
Yep.
Somewhere over here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he dumps unceremoniously the demon head in front of the council.
This thing.
Nuraki Hilda Embersunder has like a fan, like one of those fancy sort of like hand fans. She puts it up in front of her mouth, so that maybe she doesn't have to smell it. Elder, a mountain home. She leans over to get a good look at what it was. It's almost like she's not afraid of the gore. Sir Mwangol just stiffens his back, like he's proud of your kill. Bram Ironfell is just watching.
This thing was brewing many of its kin beneath the city in the sewers. Not hours ago, we slayed it, and everything in there. The city is safe from underneath. The city is safe at its borders.
But the records show that the Steelrose Expeditionary League has beheaded an enemy demon that has befouled our great city. This is Defrin. And you notice that there are some scribes that are... They've got tablets, but they're tablets with, like, very pliable clay, and they've got these, like, utensils that they're making dwarvish marks into the tablets, and they'll eventually dry, and then if they're really important, they'll be put down at a stone, but you could hear them all going, like... into the Play-Doh, basically, as they're writing down quickly, like, things that are happening.
Yep. And I've perhaps it slipped the minds of the councils. I know you're all very busy with extremely important duties. The Githyanki threat that came through the city. We put an end to that gate attack. We closed that off.
Might I also remind the council that we are also managing another gate to the outer planes at the town of... what was the town with the fire elemental? No. Delve is where Slake's from. This is the Brass Plinth.
Brindle?
Talar.
I'm just Talar. See, it was on my next thing I was going to say.
Yeah. We are also managing a gate at Talar where our enemies have gone through. Of course, some of you may already be aware of that gate, says the Quintessa.
Yes.
Sonny's looking at Bram. To see
Bram's looking.
How stoic is he?
He does not like you guys. You do notice that behind his bench he's clenching onto something, like he's like maintaining his anger, perhaps like digging his fingernails into his own fist.
Yes.
How long is this after the conversation with Chief Inquisitor Xaver?
10 minutes, maybe.
20 minutes, maybe?
10 minutes.
10 minutes would have been better. All right. Don't have my arcane eyes up now, but...
Quintessa says, also, Thogrim is, at the time of the attack on Baldwin's Watch, was not the Archmage of Overlook, and had no purview over any of the military or vetting of wizards, including the wizard that attempted to blow us all up. That would have fallen to the Archmage of Denovar. Archmage of Elsia Vale, you mean, says Bram. Yes, I believe you're well acquainted.
So we've been doing our part, as best as we could, of course, to support the city and the dwarves.
Let us not diminish their great deeds by this further quibbling. You could see Mwangal might have been talking to you that way as a test. That's annoying.
All right. I stood my ground, so look you.
It does mean that when you become Archmage and Defender of Overlook, that you will be responsible for vetting other wizards that are underneath your purview. And wizards that do, jobs and wizardly things for the council members and on behalf of Overlook.
Yes, that I understand. Of course, that they will follow what they are told to do.
Yes.
And respect the city and my wishes, which are in turn yours.
Well said, Thogrim. Give me a diplomacy check to see if it was. You kept your, you stood your ground respectfully. You could have a +4.
No, 1d20 plus 4.
Quintessa came to your aid. Slake, let's see if he can.
Sonny can auto aid.
Yeah, Slake actually aids. There were some minuses in there, but he's standing quiet and threw the head real good.
Oh, does the head do anything?
Yeah, and Defrin's on your side, so you've got a plus 8, plus 2 for role playing, or plus 4 for role playing, so plus 12.
I'm thinking of adding that hero point to make it a plus 20.
You're going to spend your hero point on this? Sure.
This is an important one.
I'm also going to tick off one of the boons we had in the tank. I don't remember who it was from.
Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. Plus 2. 22.
Boons aren't plus 2.
No. Boons are you get a thing.
DM gives you treasure or stuff.
Oh, boon. Things. Okay. 36.
You denigrate the boon by saying it's a plus 2.
36.
Okay. There is a swearing in as you declare loyalty to the council. They accept what you've said. They're impressed that you have a backbone. They found you a bit gruff, but when push came to shove, you said all the right things, and they're all... you're pretty sure that most of them are happy with the choice of you being Archmage of Overlook.
Yeah. First come up, I'll disintegrate your ass with a cannonball. I cast disintegrate, Howie.
So effectively, does Thogrim accept
yeah,
the title of Defender of Overlook and Archmage of the Archmage of the same?
Thogrim, yes, he does. In loyalty to the council, right?
Yes, you basically
as long as it is in the best interest of the city and the dwarven people.
No, they are elected by the city and the dwarven people and the elected government. So it's your
so
loyalty.
it's by proxy that it's fair. All right, fair enough. Better do right though.
You don't get to say yes, Prime Minister, as long as you're doing good. that's not the oath.
Be good. You stay on my good page.
So given that detail, are you still saying yes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You are bestowed the title. You are given 3 things. The first is they present to you the regalia of the Conjurer, which is a magical vest.
Okay, I don't put it on right away. We're gonna check it out first.
They made you touch the top of the box first, and the middle gem glowed grayish. And then when the box opened, the vest was gray.
Okay. This is the vest of the summoners, was it?
Vest of the Arch Summoner.
Arch. Well, I do summon cannons.
Conjurer, sorry. Conjurer, not Summoner.
Conjurer.
Yep.
Gray in color.
You are given a magical-looking key, and they tell you that your residence in Overlook is a place called the Conjurer's Retreat. It is this building, if you want to zoom out. It's down and left.
Oh, we're so mounting cannons on that puppy. This building over here? How big is it?
No, this one. I'm pointing with the pointer.
Wait, let me see. Let me zoom in on that puppy. Oh, that's a big. Oh, it's a good backyard. Not a lot of neighbors. I like it. Nice.
Not
nice
a lot of neighbors, probably
up
because for wizard experiments and that sort of thing, they don't want like your tower exploding your important buildings. It is effectively a manor. like a stone manor.
Mm-hmm.
3 stories with a basement. And they say that there are magical wards, like the place is magically warded, and that's why you have a special key.
Okay, I'm gonna have to add wards to it.
And the third thing are your orders.
Hmm.
The first thing that they want you to do is to replace the bombard. The second standing order is to come up with plans, including implementation plans with the cannon forge, to replace all of the ballistas that are on the walls of Overlook with cannons.
Yes, that has been one of the things on my mind. It's unfortunate, but we don't have cannons everywhere. Not a problem.
Sonny is looking at you, and like he's pointing in the direction of where the giants are. He's just pointing in that direction of where the gulch is with the stone giants.
And the third is for you to set effectively what are office hours once a month, where you spend a week where you do spell casting for the people of Overlook. And the council will give you the priority.
All right.
You think over time you might be able to wiggle it so that you decide the priority?
Now, so what are the perks that come with this thing? There's a lot. Here's your homework.
Potent magical items in the manor are starters of it.
That's a good start.
And then you probably have a salary.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Them golems ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that the city is the city paying for all the cannons and the bombard and all that.
Yes. Yeah, you need to come up with a plan and they'll approve the budget and that sort of thing. Like, you're not paying for the bombard.
Magical materials become real easy to find, and if you're a creative accountant...
I need an accountant. Barnabus! Who's about to get rich?
If you're asking the question, like, what am I getting paid for this? Like, are you...
No.
Okay.
He's not asking this now.
Okay.
I assume, by the way, that Sunny has been casting what's it called? There's a spell that what's it called? For my master, my older master, who's been suffering from like amnesia or
Heal?
Was it a heal or was it something else?
Yeah. So Master
gets
Zim,
crazy,
Blomberdom, Sunny knows it's the heal spells that are keeping him alive. Like he's starting to reach just the natural end of life, and eventually one day the heal spell won't work.
You know, maybe he'd like to be I don't know what it is, but you know, reincarnate. Have another go at it, or he can go to the.
We can have that conversation with my master.
That's an interesting idea. Does reincarnate reset the aging?
Yeah, it makes him 16 years old at random race from the native
druids and their
races.
Why are all the druids 18th level? Well, they just keep on reincarnating.
They're high enough level that they get 1,000 faces. This is me now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
Okay, so yeah,
right.
you're dismissed. There's no sign of the great, like, for them to elect or to receive fealty from a archmage is highly irregular. To not have the great elder there,
Yeah.
like, it's noticeable.
Okay. So
Are we taking the demon head or are we leaving it here?
Oh, we're taking that with us.
All right, everyone got a good look. Just like
Hey, actually, bring one of those plates over. You're just gonna squish the head into one of the plates, so it's got like an imprint of its face.
There we go. That's what it looks like. One of the dwarven scribes makes a little mark at the bottom. And
We're keeping that one.
All right, you collect Brenos. What you missed was inside the memory of the moon chamber. Brenos rolled a 1 for his bluff that he wasn't thinking about something. Thogrim asked him what's up. He's like, I don't need to worry about it for now. That sort of thing.
Fine.
But yeah,
I'm not.
and you're holding the cannon. You also made your save to not be cannon artifact possessed by the cannon. Because they wouldn't let him bring his siege weapon in to go see the council.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He made it extra big and scared everyone, and there was a thing.
Normal.
Yeah.
That's what Thogrim do.
Thogrim 6-1 looks like he's like Brenos is just having it at the side. It looks like he's fussing over the cannon. Like you could have just given the cannon to Thogrim 6-1, but instead you gave it to Brenos.
I trust Brenos.
Yeah, so Thogrim 6-1
and he's very capable.
Is just fussing over the cannon.
Sorry.
Brenos like threw it from one hand to another while he was waiting. Thogrim almost freaked out.
So,
Whoop. Whoop.
what's the life of a spell effect?
You're talking 6-1?
Yeah.
Which spell effect?
Iceman or whatever it's called.
Simulacra?
Do you dream? Do you sleep?
We rest in order to regain our spells.
When you drink, does it taste good?
No.
Do you prefer kings or councils?
The Imperium suffers no kings, but I would prefer whatever the master prefers. You get an and there's just sort of a resigned like.
That's funny right there. Yeah, that's right. I made him miserable.
There's nothing in this spell that says they have to enjoy their existence.
Nope.
You know who's gonna create simulacra? Chaga. Chaga's a simulacra guy. He's gonna start doing that.
Skinny Chaga.
A bunch of skinny
Chagas.
I have a token for skinny Chaga too.
My crap demons.
Alright, we done with this Archmage crap?
Yes.
Oh, look at
Let's
you.
get going.
You got a nice little blouse there to wear.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it first before I put it on.
Yes, it might be, it'll probably have magical properties. It changed color when you touched it, I think.
Yes. Might see what other things we can add to it.
Do you think they knew? I don't think they do.
Know about what?
Well, was it just me, or did Bram seem...
Like an arse.
I wasn't going to use that word. Do you think he likes small donkeys?
I think that would be fitting.
Spirit animals.
Thogrim is about to say something. He's like, never mind. He likes pets.
Is he a warrior or, a caster?
He was a commander before he was an elder.
Well, and Thogrim is a commander, defender of the realm, but also an archmage. So they kind of, don't have boundaries here.
Anyone with knowledge nobility or knowledge religion or knowledge arcana?
I've got knowledge arcana and religion.
Yeah, you can give me rolls to see if he fits any of those.
Does he look like he's got the stuff to make spells happen?
Yep.
We'll go with Arcana because I don't have max ranks in religion for some reason. I might have took one out for purposes. That's actually a 40.
Okay, you know from knowing about wizard stuff that Bram Ironfell has trained to use wands, and has done so in a way where he can wield 2 wands at the same time.
So he's like a weird rogue or bard or something.
He's
He
not.
steals
He's,
magic.
he's not a wizard. He's not an arcane caster. He makes use of weapons, and he somehow can fire 2 wands at once.
He's a spell thief. I suppose he could teach others that skill, give him value.
Yeah, he doesn't fight with big weapons. That's what I noticed when I've
don't
seen
know.
him before.
He fights with wands.
Yeah, I'll snap those. Fuck wands. No, he fights with 2 weapons.
2 wands.
Also weapons.
If you want to be boring.
Axes, daggers, that sort of thing.
He's probably some sort of thief or sneak.
I wouldn't call him that too loudly.
Might be a cannonball catcher.
Right in the face.
Or just a beard
Then
remaining.
I'll steal his teeth.
I shouldn't joke like that.
You guys are in the outside of the council chambers in a big echoey room.
Cannon catcher.
Blow his head off with a cannon.
Quintess is herding you out of the place after that, looking over his shoulder.
Over here. Howie. Little Howie, I missed you.
We should get to Denovar. Oh, well, after some rest. We're due in Denovar tomorrow.
We're not be handling. Should we be worried about Dvorak? Last time he was missing, there was assassins and shite.
I can find him if you wish.
If it does not hold us up from going to Denovar tomorrow.
No, I can find him like right now.
Let me guess. You're gonna ask people?
Hey, everyone! Yes, I'm gonna do it my way.
Why don't we? Zoom. What? Locate. Let's see if we can
Discern location.
discern location.
Yeah.
Hear that
discern.
bird?
No, but there's a mythic point. Pow!
Locate creature is a 4th level spell. If you're talking about the 8th level
Discern
spell,
location is the 8th
it's
circle
like-
version of that.
unless
No.
gods or artifacts are keeping you. Yeah, you could use that if you want.
It will go to business,
Like
place
build-
name, business name, building name, or the like.
Okay.
And it's a point in time. It's not like a spell that'll track them down, so they're moving. You just
So
go
you
there.
have a mythic point left after the bug fight.
Well, that's why I'm trying to. I spent one already today, like
Mhm.
for the legendary proportions. If you have our token from the fight, I know exactly what I have left.
No. Yes. Yeah. Deep sewer.
Okay.
Deep sewer lair.
So 400 plus 40 feet per.
It said mythic points 7 per day, 1 used.
Okay, so 2 used, so I have 5 left.
Okay, so you have it.
He did not use, but he used a bunch of cannon against bugs.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's fine.
he wasn't quite doing the same thing.
Go, Howie! So what's the? Give me a sec. Here's what's the range in that spell? It should be pretty goddamn
Infinity.
far.
Unlimited.
All right. Yeah, because it can go through planes and shit.
Yep.
All right, so you get an answer from the spell, and the answer from the spell is
Material?
Prime material plane,
There's the
comma,
Pangea of Volcanica, which we've already done this once.
Volcanica, yeah. And then we've got the
Country.
country would be
The continent was the Pangea of Volcanica.
Yeah.
Countries.
Protectorate of
And Elsier Vale.
Elsier Vale.
Yep. County or similar division, which is probably going to be Overlook, unless he's somewhere else.
Yeah, it's Overlook.
He's in the
And then
city.
building.
Oh, zooming in.
Building called. League of Guilds headquarters.
Okay.
That is location
We
of
also, what is the creature's? What does he have? Anything funky with his name? If he's got a weird name that he isn't telling us, because we get the creature's like proper name. So if he's like Lord Fred,
The Lich.
The
Lord
spell
Francis-
reveals the name of the creature or object's location. The name of
So-
the location, not his name.
Okay. Oh, all right, I get you. I was for a second there. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, so it says the name.
No.
Do we get true names with this?
Uh,
The name of the location. It's
You must have
creature
seen
or
the
object
creature
location.
or some item that once belonged to it. To find
We've
an
seen the
object, you
creature.
must have at least touched it once. There's a lot of people just
Gosh.
running and touching important things. And
running away.
Yep.
You didn't touch the Mona Lisa.
No,
you touched the acrylic in front.
He's in the League of Guilds. You visited
in his
him there
house.
before. He's nearby. Like
Okay.
he's in. He just whispers it to his group. He's in the League of Guilds.
Do you want to check in on him or not? Archmage.
I imagine our great elder has a lot of work to do to transition from one job to another. The head of the League of Guilds, I imagine, is a full-time position, whereas the great elder of Overlook is the same. Curious that he wasn't here, though.
I'm gonna do. Let's see. Do I have one of these things prepared?
Now remember, he's still a dwarf. The reach only goes so far.
Well, what circle's free and sending?
Sort of.
Fourth.
It's fourth, right?
The parable about a dwarf needs to fight like a dwarf, can't fight like an elf, ain't got the same leverages. No, not a human thing, right? The big
Sorry,
swords.
sending's fifth.
Okay. I was thinking.
Oh,
maybe it was
right.
It's
For
fourth
wizards.
Fourth for divine.
Yeah,
characters.
yeah. Okay, so I spend a mythic point because I need to because I didn't prepare this. Or
You might want to start preparing some of the normal archmage spells whilst you're an archmage for a city. Like send a communique is a pretty common thing, I think.
yeah, you know what? What also was useful? I don't know, fighting a massive bug. That took priority, you see.
No. I'm not criticizing. I'm just, in the future, now that you are an archmage.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's leave the archmaging to the archmages. How about that? That was funny.
Of course. Wizards should do the wizarding.
We will take your counsel under advisement. Thank you. It's the royal we.
What's your favorite animal again?
You take
Pompous ass. I do ascending. Lord Dvorak, council member, great elder. Are you in need of assistance? This is Archmage Thogrim.
You get back this very terse response. Archmage. Oh, that was today. Congratulations. I need you to prepare A summary of our dealings in the past. Please emphasize that I've acted on behalf of Overlook, and that I'm not its enemy.